Sorry, I forgot to add in the last video because I was babbling on as I usually do. That the barber's pole outside of a barber shop, I did say that the red colour was for the red because back in Victorian times and way back before then as well, but barbers become demon barbers. They became surgeons, they became dentists, they became anything because they had the scalpel, they had the sharp razor, they had scissors, they had mostly the most instruments that you'd find in any theatres now in a hospital, in the operating theatres. They could get hold of anything back then. But I always wondered what the pole was, what it stood for outside. A lot of people would have thought, oh, it's just like an aerosol can, the colours of, maybe shaving foam or anything. And I thought, no, there's got to be something more to it than that. And there was. So when you see a red and white and blue barber's pole outside a barber's shop, just remember that the red colour is for the blood, the white colour is for the bandages, and the blue is for the veins. So go into the veins, draw the blood, because obviously we've all got blue or green veins, haven't we, underneath? So yeah, if you ever look at your skin, it's always blue or green, faintly, So yeah, so the red and the white was for the bandages, but you didn't always get a bandage back then because a lot of people would just die because there was no anaesthetic. People drank, alcohol. They would put alcohol into cuts when they operated, but obviously, bacteria spreads and everything. And back then, people didn't wash. There was no cleansiness. There was nothing, no antibiotic creams, no ointments, or if everything was made, from like plants and things, but obviously it wasn't until years later that they really understood, what could make, things better, obviously. And what comes with time comes with advancements in medicine, in, history, in, finding out about things, so it's fascinating to me. I enjoy it, and I like to story tell. You probably think it's a bit boring, but anyway, I want you to, every time you go past a barber shop now, I want you to look at that red, white and blue barber's pole and just know that there's more to it than what you think.